कितने लोग को पता है कि उनका ठिकाना क्या है, कहाँ से वो आए हैं, कहाँ उनको जाना है, पता है? और कितने लोग को नहीं पता है, इंक्लूडिंग मी. Hi guys, my name is Rashmeet Kaur. I'm a singer-songwriter, aspiring actor. I was born in Punjab, brought up in Delhi, and it's been almost 7 years that I'm living in Mumbai now. तो मुझे कभी पता नहीं था कि लाइफ में करना क्या है. I was very confused like you all. तो मैं वहाँ से यहाँ कैसे पहुँची, आज हम उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. I used to perform in school competitions and participate in everything. So my teachers always knew, my music teachers, उनको हमेशा पता था that she can do well in music. They kept calling my parents कि please इसको science मत कराओ. I did my graduation in BSc Life Science from Delhi University. जी हाँ, मैं science student थी जो अब गाती है. They kept calling my parents कि please send her to music, let her focus on music, don't let her do science. But हमें cool बनना है. I never paid attention to it. And I wanted to do both. कि हम तो दोनों कर लेंगे. I want to do both, I can do both. My mom, on the other hand, I'm very grateful that she was passionate about Gurmat Sangeet, which made me passionate about Gurmat Sangeet. And she's my first guru who taught me Shabad, Gurbani Shabad. आपने सुना होगा गुरुद्वारे में Shabad Gurbani. So she introduced me to harmonium, which was my first instrument. I remember I was 5-6 years old, and मेरे हाथ, my hands were tiny. I couldn't reach the bellows of harmonium to pump the air and play the keys. So my mom used to help me reach out and beta bajao. So she taught me Shabad, and I recited my first Shabad in Gurdwara. Got $100 from an auntie, and I was very happy. Good day, yay, this is great. यही करना चाहिए. But I was very tiny at that time, 5-6-year-old kid, कुछ नहीं पता. As the life progresses, I'm still learning music. Thanks to my mom, my parents, they always supported me. And my music teachers who kept pushing me. My mom took me to various reality shows called Voice of Punjab, a regional show, and then Saregama Pa, जहाँ पे rejections हुए, top 40, कभी top 10, 3-4 reality shows किए. क्योंकि mom said you should explore. Your teachers are after your life कि ये music करवाओ इसको, तो तुम सीखो at least, सीखो और फिर try करो. I tried, got rejected, fine. Still kept learning, never gave up. Now, all this is happening simultaneously. My music is going on. I started learning Indian classical music after Gurmat Sangeet, and here I'm studying science. And one day, it changed completely for me. I was sitting in the botany lab for 4 hours, studying science, second year of college, too late to realize, too late to back out now. And I'm looking into the microscope for 4 hours in the botany lab, dissecting a seed, taking out all the parts to present it on the slide. I was like, क्या कर रही हूँ मैं ये? What is this? Where my life is going? I could be exploring a rag right now, sitting in a music room, learning music. That's when it hit me. That was the first hit when I thought कि ये शायद ये experiment गलत जा रहा है. ये experiment मेरे लिए नहीं बना है. But had to finish what you started, right? अब second year में पहुँच गए हो तो third भी कर ही लो. At least graduate तो हो जाओ. माँ बाप कहते हैं graduation तो होना चाहिए. So graduate हो गए. Now what? I joined a band to see where I'm going, whether I can do this or no. Music कर सकती हूँ या नहीं. Joined a band in Delhi, started performing, started doing small gigs all over Delhi, NCR. कभी 100 लोग हैं, कभी 80 लोग हैं, 50 people, 20 people, 0 people. I remember a gig, a show, where there were no people at all in a restaurant. I was singing. जैसे ही gig खत्म हुआ, waiters came up to me, said, "Ma'am, आपने बहुत अच्छा गाया. आपकी आवाज़ बहुत अच्छी है और दिल को छू गई." That was a hope. That was a kick. And I was like, maybe this is what I should do. And कब तक मैं छोटे-छोटे gigs करती रहूँगी? I was not satisfied. Coming back home, I used to think कि लोग तो आते नहीं हैं सुनने, तो चल क्या रहा है? So that's when the second hit of my life. Random day, let's go to Bombay. Alone. I remember I had a gig in Indore. I think that's why I have this connection with Indore. क्योंकि इंदौर में ही मेरा gig था. My mom heard me. She said, "You're not coming back home? Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going back to Bombay. I'm going to Bombay." She said, "क्यों?" मैंने कहा, "माँ, वक्त आ गया है. महान बनना है तो घर से निकलना पड़ेगा." I know it sounds filmy, but that's exactly how I was feeling at that point of time, that I want to do something big. I want to follow my passion. Diligently, seriously. I want to work on it, work on myself. इतने साल से सीख रही हूँ, देखूँ कहाँ जा रही हूँ, right? तो हो गया इंदौर गिग, पहुँच गई बॉम्बे with my bags packed. सपनों का शहर, city of dreams. बहुत महंगा शहर, you know, you have to survive. So kept going back and forth for my band gigs. I still had that band for the kharcha pani to pay my bills in Bombay, pay my rent in Bombay. I had like a cubicle size room with three, four more girls sharing. तो bills तो pay करने थे, तो कहीं से तो कमाना था. Luckily, I got an opportunity to perform in Asia Singing Superstar, so I had to go back to Noida for the shoot. Did that. Top 5 तक पहुंची, eliminate हो गई. But got good exposure. कोई भी opportunity कभी भी आपको, चाहे वो आप eliminate हो या आप successful हो उसमें, सिखा के जाती है. Everything is an experience, right? So I was learning every day. Never stopped learning. Never stopped practicing. इतनी practice करी कि tattoo करा लिया practice. इधर मेरा tattoo है practice का. So I always kept experimenting. Asia Singing Superstar हुआ, नहीं हुआ, eliminate हो गई. It's fine. Got some exposure. And then the turning point of my life, when I got the biggest show, biggest opportunity, called The Remix on Amazon Prime, which is a 10-episodic show. You can watch it. They were scouting the talent on YouTube. They found me. They called me. They said, "Do you want to do this show?" I said, "Why not? What's the format of the show?" They said, "It's totally experimental. There's a very unique concept. You're paired with a DJ producer, singer-performer, paired with a DJ producer. A song is given to you every episode. You have to experiment with it. आप कुछ भी गा सकते हो. As in, you can change the melody. You can add your own lyrics. You can play some instrument. And you can present it in your own way." So I was like, wow. ऐसा एक show जहाँ पर creative freedom मिल रही है, और क्या चाहिए इंसान को. Now all those years that I was learning, I can show. And I have to make the most of it. And I did it. Every episode, I was trying to add some new element. कभी गिटार बजा दिया, कभी beatbox कर दिया, कभी rap कर दिया, कभी ये कर दिया. Like new things, you know. You have to keep it out of the box. You have to experiment in life. अगर आपको mob से अलग दिखना है, right? So that is what I wanted to do. And won the show. Got a chance to collaborate with Nuclear right after that. Won some money. थोड़ा खर्चा पानी survival और बढ़ गया बॉम्बे में. Went back to Bombay. Got to collaborate with Nuclear, who is the king of experiments. And got my first major hit, Mirza, on his album. थोड़ा exposure मिला. Started getting my own shows after Remix. अब जो लड़की बैंड के साथ दिल्ली में perform करती थी, sometimes I used to co-sing with people. Sometimes I used to open for people, for Bollywood singers, like a backing chorus vocalist. She started getting her own gigs with Rashmeet Kaur live. छोटे गिग थे, बहुत बड़े नहीं थे, but it happened. So और थोड़ा जज्बा आया. I can do it. What's next? Now all this is going well. I'm doing shows. 2019 it happened. I released my first independent song called Mati Ki Gudiya, which was based on child marriages. Right after that, experimenting with sounds. How can I connect with people through my art? कैसे करें, क्या करें? घर पे बैठे हैं. Now I have my own apartment, छोटा one-room kitchen I got. 2 cats I got, like a cat family. And I believe that when you spend time with yourself, then you understand yourself more. And when you understand yourself more, then you can see what you want in your life. You can at least figure out कि मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. Otherwise, there are a lot of influences, there are a lot of distractions in life, right? So वो हुआ. I was spending a lot of time alone, started working on my own songs, started composing, started writing, started reading poetry, Bulle Shah, Shah Hussain, a lot of things. Internet पे बहुत चीज़ें पढ़ने के लिए. I don't know why people don't explore, but there's a lot of stuff on internet if you want some meaningful thing, if you want to create something. So that happened. I was very envisioned about my music videos. एक गाना बनाया, उसका विजन आया कि अरे इसको पुष्कर में शूट करना है. तो जब कहीं राजस्थान का गिग आएगा तो पुष्कर ने के लिए शूट कर दिया. Like that, because I didn't have that kind of money. I didn't have a label to back me up, right? So जो भी money है, the major source of income was gigs. So through gigs, you're saving your money and investing. And of course, remix, little bit money I had, savings. So that all I did. Kahan released. And after that, a lot of experiments I did with my music videos. I didn't know how to swim, but I did an underwater sequence in a song called Oceana. Became mermaid in it. All my dreams are coming true through my art and my music videos, right? Because I always wanted to do something different and experimental, and it should connect in my way with people, right? उसमें मेरा कुछ होना चाहिए. अगर आज मैं बॉलीवुड कवर भी करती हूँ, तो उसमें भी मेरी ऐसी एक कुछ वेरिएशन होनी चाहिए जिससे लगे कि oh my God, this is unique. This is where Rashmeet stands out. So for that you have to experiment. For that you have to haath pair maro. More and more, right? That happened. After that, pandemic. Shows were going good. सब अच्छा चल रहा था. तो everybody started working from home. अब ये जो experiments मेरे बॉम्बे में musicians के साथ jam करके गाने बन रहे थे, वो घर पे बनने शुरू हो गया. I started experimenting with sounds at home, and the biggest experiment, boom, बाजरे दा सिट्टा. That happened in my life, which is sheer experiment of Punjabi folk and old school hip hop. It wasn't an instant hit. उसको time लगा hit होने में. It went to Canada, went viral in Canada, then US. And then it came back to India on Reels. Now right, left, center, everybody's making Reels. My favorite, who I always wanted to sing for, play back for, Madhuri Dixit, legendary moment for me. She made a Reel on it, and I was so happy. That is so good. I'm gaining followers. But inside, what's next? What's the next experiment that you have to do? Right after Baje Sitta Nadiyon Par release, a big hit in Bollywood, Ruhi movie. So all I'm saying is, अगर मैं वो science experiment वाली confused लड़की अपने passion को follow नहीं करती, right? और अगर मैं वो एक decision नहीं लेती, you're always one decision away from a totally different life. बॉम्बे जाने का decision नहीं लेती, तो आज वो लैब में बैठी हुई बॉटनी लैब की लड़की ग्रैमी नॉमिनेटेड एल्बम कवर का हिस्सा नहीं होती. A song Jadi Booty, which was an international collaboration 2 years ago, was recently nominated for Grammys. So please never give up in life. It's your journey. It defines you. You have to make it interesting. Keep experimenting as much as you can. एक ही जिंदगी है, right? तो जितना experiment करोगे उतना आपको सीखने को मिलेगा. Never stop learning. If you stop learning, you stop winning. सीखना बंद तो जीतना बंद. That's what I believe in. And now that I'm thinking about what to do next, so that's going to be another experiment. Thank you so much, Rashmeet Kaur. Love you all.